Blade and I, we've worked with Johnny before.
Perhaps Ileana mistrusts me because my facial hair resembles Mephisto's.
The Parchment of Power is here, within the walls of the Abbey.
I assume you overheard Robbie or someone talking about it.
No. I could feel its power the moment it arrived. It was a numbing dread, the likes of which I have never experienced before. I worry for Robbie.
Do you not think he can handle it?
Sarah and Strange probably won't bring this up around him, but that parchment is not just random Latin phrases. It contains the words of Chthon himself. They are as dangerous as nuclear weapons.
Do not worry. It is better to have the parchment protected here with Robbie in the Abbey than out there in the world.
Maybe you're right. But knowing it's so close to us still makes me uneasy.
The page will not be with Robbie long. If Stark's plan succeeds, we will be rid of Chthon's only toehold in our world.
Perhaps. The parchment is just one page of many, all carrying Chthon's vile message. Those pages were scattered across the globe. The hope was that they would remain hidden forever. Yet man, in his infinite wisdom, decided to collect them and bind them into the Darkhold.
And now Robbie has the final page.
I pray he is strong enough to carry it.
Aw, who is a good kitty?
Robbie's hero worship is among my chief worries these days.
Heard about the Limbo adventure. Ileana called Limbo.
You got to be bored watching me practice defensive roles.
Honestly, yes, but it's not like I got anything else to do. Ileana and Wanda took off to the chapel together.
Look at me. You've gone through so much, and here I am getting comfort from you like a selfish jerk. Almost as bad as an Avenger.
You're not that bad, Ileana, I promise.
Liar. I might as well put on a cape and start calling myself Doctor.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You saw your tormentor today. That couldn't have been easy.
It's good to have you back, sister.
It's good to be back, sister. We'll finish this conversation later. Looks like someone wants to talk to you. She's all yours.
Come sit, Hunter. You wanted to know who was behind the Solus. Now we all know.
How do you know Mephisto?
He was the Dark Lord who kidnapped me from this realm and dragged me to Limbo. He raised me as his daughter. He's the only father I ever knew, and my biggest enemy.
Ah, so that is where you get your dark side.
Almost as dark as where you get yours. In a way, I owe him everything, even though he took everything from me. He made me Darkchild, gave me the gift of ruling Limbo. And today, I booted him from it. And it wasn't the first time.
Have you considered ever resuming your reign as ruler of Limbo?
Ruling sounds attractive from afar. You imagine yourself on this giant throne made of 1,000 skulls, having servants fulfill your every whim, having power over everything and everyone you see. But But alas, that is not the reality. Being in charge is full of administrative work, managing ungrateful minions, making and keeping demonic pacts. It's boring and arduous. And I don't do boring.
I can see that.
Besides, what would the Midnight Suns do without me? My place is here, tormenting Caretaker and Strange. Well, that's enough about Limbo for today. We must look forward to the challenges that lay ahead.
Sleep well tonight, Ileana. You deserve it.
Good night, Hunter. Mephisto makes my skin crawl. Glad we stomped him and his gaggle of soulless goons.
Mephisto is no one we wish to trifle with.
That was a poor attempt at humor, considering our relationship.
And that bothers you?
No, not at all. Why would I care? She can do what she wants.
I was gonna practice with Robbie, but he ran off to clean his car with Peter.
Uh-oh. Sounds like you're the one who's bothered.
Like you said, Robbie can do what he wants. Small victories, Hunter, are always worth celebrating. Like an old friend coming to her senses, courtesy of...
This is which sign?
One time, I ate an entire super grande.
I'm kinda busy right now.
Cleaning your car?
It's gotta be done. If I don't, no one else will.
You have the parchment. Our hopes are all riding on you right now.
I can't believe I used to worry that I didn't belong here.
Right. Now is the time for you to step forward.
I already stepped forward. It's your turn.
If there is something you need to get off your chest.
You mean like the parchment? No, it's in there pretty snug. I'm doing great otherwise. It's not like any major life role models attempted to sell us out to Mephisto recently.
Robbie,
Thanks for checking on me, Hunter. Later. I just want to be alone right now. Thanks. Lilith's going down. I can feel it in my skull, hun.
I wish Robbie could have met Uncle Ben. He was the best there was.
We've been through a lot as a team.
Intriguing. That is something. Interesting. Ah, I see.
Despite my skepticism,
Wanda's return is auspicious.
Stop being so defensive and listen to us, Robbie.
We're just worried about you, that's all.
No need to be worried. I got this.
I don't think you fully understand what you're carrying. The parchment packs a lot of evil.
And what? You don't think I can handle it? I'll have you know that you aren't the only one who has a corner on controlling darkness. Just ask Sparky.
We're just concerned.
Concerned? You're starting to sound an awful lot like Caretaker, Nico.
Since when did you become such a jerk?
Since he started carrying that damn page, that's
Why don't you worry about yourself, Blade?
Whatever you say, Robbie. Why don't you go find Peter?
Well, maybe I will. I'm out.
Well, we tried.
The parchment of power is no joke. Then again, neither is Robbie. Let's just hope he's right and he can handle it.
Yeah, let's hope.
It's weird. Something about Jeremiah Kane's statue drew me. Guess it's that old Spirit of Vengeance connection, huh?
Like you, Kane carried more burdens than any one man should.
Yeah, so he knew how the big honor could also become a curse.
Do you feel like you have been cursed?
Absolutely. I mean, it's awesome to be one of the Midnight Suns and have the incredible responsibility of carrying the parchment of power. But it also really sucks.
As long as you carry the parchment with you, you are the most powerful member of the Midnight Suns. I hope you realize that.
Huh. Never thought of it that way.
It is an awesome responsibility.
Yeah, but of course, power doesn't do me much good unless I use it. And I doubt that's ever gonna happen.
Blaze's betrayal probably soured your outlook.
About that. I keep thinking about what happened back in Limbo. Right before all the fighting broke out, when Blaze told me you were the key to the parchment, the prophecy, all of it. And that if we took you out, the world might survive.
Robbie.
I know what you're gonna say. Don't trust Blaze. I get it. Which is why I'm thinking I should read this parchment for myself and find out exactly what caused him to get so worked up about you.
If you read it, will it cause you to turn on us? Your teammates?
What makes you think I will? Do you know what it says?
Not specifically. But I know it prompted Johnny Blaze to betray us. And I fear it could cause you to do the same, whether you are aware of it or not. Its power works in mysterious ways.
Fine, forget it. I'm not gonna read the page. Happy now?
I am relieved, yes. But what are you going to do instead?
I'm gonna do what I normally do. Sit and worry. And hope Stark hurries up with whatever he's building in the forge.
That may take a while.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear you say that. After all this, I better get a statue of my own around here.
What is this?
This is what you were after, right?
Sending your friend.
Bye.
Just tell me.
I already told you.
That was just a bunch of hocus-pocus mumbo-jumbo. Authored by the hand of a corrupted elder god, vile, unspeakable evil power contained within its pages. I get it. The Darkhold is bad. But I'm a scientist. I need facts, examples, highlights, lowlights.
Are you really asking me for a book report on the Darkhold?
I mean, I could just blast the page to smithereens without knowing the context, but understanding it is so much more interesting.
Context or no context, I'm still skeptical that your plan will actually work.
Well, okay, then share your deep insights with me, Dr. Spooky. Come on, spill the beans.
I have no beans to spill, Tony. I think I need some fresh air.
I guess you're wondering why Strange and I were getting into it?
I saw enough.
He gets so huffy and precious when it comes to his magic stuff. Everything has to be shrouded in mystery, like he's on stage in Vegas or something. I think he's afraid I'm going to turn around and become an even greater sorcerer than he is.
I thought you two had put your rivalry behind you. Are you not supposed to be getting along?
I guess you could say we get along like family.
That is...
Well, in that he's the annoying cousin who comes to visit and then burns weird incense and never leaves.
Surely there is a way for you both to work together in harmony.
You'll never catch us in the same barbershop quartet. But, given enough time, I'm sure I can reverse engineer an Elder God's programming language. Sure, you may not be able to understand what I'm saying, but that's not my problem.
So you think the Darkhold is no different from some fabulous bit of technology?
Oh, absolutely. And like any other fabulous bit of technology, it's only a matter of time before I figure out how to do what I want to do with it. Every problem has a solution, my resurrected friend. And I'm going to find it.
I will have to remember those words. They may need to be engraved on your tombstone.
Well, that's pretty grim. Oh wait, you mean decades from now when I die a happy and content old man?
No.
Listen, if I do die, the words on my tombstone are gonna be, "The man who rewrote the Darkhold."
For our sakes, I hope you are right. And what about Strange? Are you going to let him sulk?
Oh, I'll find Dr. Spooky later, and explain my position clearly. Make sure he understands.
It might help if you stop calling him Dr. Spooky.
Yeah, you're right. I should use his name. Stephen Spooky.
I give up.
Well, don't give up yet. You need to get the research going on the Gamma Accelerator. I've got the pieces and Dad's research, and I'm ready to go. I'm serious about getting the research started. Parchment isn't going to blow itself up. Got more coil for me? This should be interesting.
Highlights, Tony. Highlight.
Ready when you are, Hunter.
I'm happy to help, Hunter. Good day, Hunter. Farewell.
This should be useful. This will do nicely. Always better to be prepared.
Hi, kiddo.
Careful, Hunter. punches are flying fast around here.
I came out here to cool down. Carol kindly suggested I work out my frustrations on the punching bag. Her suggestion was wise.
I am afraid I know the source of your frustrations.
If you think this source has got salon-sculpted facial hair and an ego the size of Montana, then you are correct.
Rail against Tony's ego all you want, but the best way to shut him up would be to come up with a better plan.
Believe me, if I had a better plan, everyone would have heard about it by now. Unfortunately, this whole thing feels like a no-win situation. Perhaps someday, when this is all over, we can tour the more interesting pocket dimension. Always a pleasure.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Ah, thanks, Hunter.
See you soon.
Hydra forces are transferring some of their equipment out of this area, and you have a chance to intercept it.
Ready when you are.
You'll have to move quickly if we're going to recover any of their equipment.
That's what we're after?
This one's for you.
I am afraid you might not make it back from this one. You have earned this! I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics. advantage is mine.
We need to do something to help.
Shaken their confidence.
They've armed one of the crates. It's going to explode if you don't get that key.
Let's do it.
Will sustain us.
I'm saving my energy for the moment. What are the qualifications to be a Hydra officer? I'd have guessed a warm body, but I think Lillith solved that too.
Hail that!
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
Last man standing, huh? Just a scratch.
I was born for this. Ready for a real hit?
Oh, I thought we were finished. Bring it on. I think they like me.
Another of the crates is armed to detonate. Get to that key card. You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
getting it done any way we know how. Fail, Smydra!
That was the last crate. Wipe out the remaining Hydra forces, and let's get you home.
Sure, why not? This should help a little. That'll work. Hope Hydra has good insurance.
I'm back and ready for more.
I'm gonna get you for that.
I'm waiting. Here you go.
I will not fall again.
Come on, let's do it.
They didn't see that coming. Here we go. How much is Lillith paying you guys anyway? It can't be enough.
That's one shipment Hydra won't be receiving.
So don't get mad, but Caretaker wants to run Emo Kids tonight.
I'm used to her taking over. She does this whenever I find my own path.
It's just for tonight, okay? I'll shut down the Emo Kids before I let her take over. Alright, let's do this.
Lead the way.
I need the ingredients you collected.
I did not bring them.
Felt like busy work, yes? I don't see how Caretaker can do any better.
Tonight is Caretaker's show, so I'll leave it to her.
Tonight's ritual will prove to be an absolute treat.
Why am I just now finding out that Emo Kids serves dessert? Did you bring it out after I leave?
No, we don't. No. I mean, Caretaker's mastery of tonight's ritual. Her magic is bones of the world old. I confess my ignorance as to her methods is quite thrilling. A rarity for any Sorcerer Supreme.
I don't see how Caretaker can do any better.
How much did Nico tell you about tonight's meeting?
She said you are leading it.
I suspect you have an opinion on the matter. Say what you must.
This is a far cry from observing.
I asked to run this meeting because we approach the moment of your death. I won't have amateurs bungle this.
Like magic? She brought us closer to what happened than anyone else.
On the contrary, her misguided approach reminded me of an old technique. It will reveal the truth while keeping you safe. Tonight I will cocoon your conscious mind from your past self. When you are ready, we can safely observe the events of your death.
Is this some kind of hypnosis?
No, it's old magic, once used to heal tormented minds. It allows one to observe and process past events that may be painful to consider.
Why didn't you think of this sooner?
You've been gone so long. Until the last meeting, it didn't occur to me that the events of your death are, to you, quite recent. Now then, shall we proceed?
We can begin.
What is the last memory on the night of your death?
Lillith, asking me to join her.
Keep it close. That's where you'll begin.
All right.
What do you see?
Lillith and I face each other in the circle. Join you? Why would I ever do that?
Since my transformation, I have made so many children, yet all pale beside my greatest creation. My true child, perfect, conceived in my very image.
I am nothing like you.
Not yet, but you will be, when I remove the shackles that bind
No.
you.
I will never stand by your side.
Foolish child, you have no choice in the... But we can no longer afford such lies.
I cannot move. The Darkhold. She has the Darkhold.
You cling to the delusions of your captors. Embrace your true self trapped within.
She lifts the Darkhold high. She...
That's it? That's how the hunter died?
There's nothing more.
So the hunter died because of a book?
Miss Rasputin, the Darkhold is hardly a book.
So Lilith read the hunter to death.
I guess she channeled her demon powers through the Darkhold.
Ugh, still a boring way to die.
What did Lilith mean about your true self?
I think Sarah can shed some light on this.
I think you're right. Sarah knows her sister better than anyone alive. Perhaps she has insight on what Lilith meant.
I will talk to Sarah.
Sounds good. I think that's it. You leaving?
In a minute.
Let me know when you're heading out.
Observing your own death can lead to sleepless nights, I know from personal experience. If you have trouble sleeping, I can write you a prescription. A joke, of course. I'm not licensed in this state.
You died predictably.
You sound disappointed.
Death for the hunter should not be so banal. Next time, add some spice. Get your legs stuck in a combine harvester. Have a sack of starving weasels tied around your face. Anything but demon powers.
I'm disappointed. I thought there'd be more to it.
Same here.
I always thought her attack on the Abbey was to recover the Darkhold, but it appears it was a means to an end.
After I died, was that how you found me?
Yes, you and Lilith, with the Darkhold between you.
If she used it to kill me, how did she die?
The Darkhold is a dangerous book. Maybe the power was too much for her to control.
I know where my body ended up. What of Lilith?
The Knights of Wundagore took Lilith's body. I didn't ask where, and didn't want to know.
And the Darkhold?
Also provided to the Knights, in pieces for them to scatter throughout the world. It worked for centuries, until Hydra tracked them down.
What she said about me, my true self, can you explain that?
No, it's nonsense, but she clearly believed what she said. Perhaps we can use this against her.
How?
When we're ready to face her, you may be able to divert her attention.
You want to use me as bait?
Well, if you're offering.
Why is using me as bait always your plan?
Because it works.
That is all I wanted to ask.
Are you all right? This can't have been easy to relive.
It is better than not knowing, but I am still figuring out how to feel about it.
That's normal. Take your time. There's no need to rush. I won't keep you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Another meeting completed. You heading out?
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting.
The Hellride is ready and waiting.
Tension's so thick I could claw it to shreds. Something, or someone, is going to snap. Did you hear Tony and Strange arguing?
Awesome! Thanks, Hunter!
The Hellride won't let me down. Neither will Johnny Blaze.
Hi, Hunter. It's nice to finally meet you, while I'm feeling like myself again.
Hunter, good to see you.
Hunter.
Yes?
Hey, hey, Hunter.
Next round's on me, Hunter.
Oops.
Damn it, Hunter. I hate this.
We can do something else if you want.
No, the whole situation. Chasing magic pages from an evil book, facing your creepy demon mom, hiding in the Abbey while the world falls apart.
Do not forget the cranky billionaires.
Boss, read the room. Not the best time for banter. This is not a problem I can solve. This gamma nonsense that's going on, it's rewriting the laws of physics. Or it's a byproduct. I don't know. How am I supposed to contribute when I don't know how reality works on any given day? Did we lose entropy? How about friction? What's next? Do light waves gain mass?
Yes. Everything we know is in terrible danger. There is no easy answer or easy fix.
Then what the hell is there?
A handful of people who have a chance to make a difference. As long as they do not give up.
Okay. Worst pep talk I've had in years, by the way. But your point stands. Wow, this is great.
Acunis ad sepulchrum, nam hoc in hora, tutela contra inferna vocat, paper potestatum, offerte molem omni noxa, ira. Majoris angeli, et spiritus rector.
Agatha, what are you doing?
Casting a protection spell over the Abbey. Now that we are in possession of the Parchment of Power, we must be vigilant in guarding against its influences.
I'm afraid a mere protection spell will not be enough to dampen the page's effects.
I will have you know, this isn't your run-of-the-mill protection spell, Hunter. Only those who have passed may cast it. But you are not wrong to be skeptical. This spell will only prevent the worst type of harm the parchment can inflict, but can't stop it from making mischief completely.
Mischief? What sort of mischief?
There's no way of knowing for sure. But if there's one thing I am sure of, it's this. The words etched onto the page were written by Chthon himself. Not even my magic can silence them. They will affect us, if only in... I mean, they're probably affecting us right here, right now, and won't stop. Not until Stark finally manages to nuke it from space.
I was more concerned how it could harm Robbie, not the rest of us.
I'm concerned for him too. But while the page remains here in the Abbey, it affects us all. Well... I should really finish this incantation. The spell cannot be completed without it.
I will leave you to it then.
Sleep well, Hunter. If you can.
Hey there.
Are you... Family protects one another. Family love. Then why abandon you at the doorstep of that wretched pretender Mephisto?
You speak of family, Mother. Where were you when I was betrayed? Pursuing your precious page as always. You are no better than Blaze.
Had you listened to me earlier, you would not have been betrayed. I fear you have simply traded one problem for another. Say what you will about Johnny Blaze, but his soul is one of the strongest I have ever encountered. He has carried the parchment for decades without succumbing to its call.
It almost seems like you admire him.
I simply... Now he is free of the page, and another takes on a mantle of its...
Robbie.
Do you really think he...
I have suffered enough betrayals for several lifetimes, Mother. No matter what happens, Blaze's will be the last.
Good. My original offer still... If you truly value your... Ignore my...